Oh, hello, hello. Are we live? Are we doing good, my friends? Are we doing good? Is the stream looking good here? It looks like we are live. Stream is looking good. We are looking good. Good. Um well, hello everybody. Welcome to a night stream. Yes. Wow, we are night as I am here. And well, you know, I don't do night streams very often. I'm more of a early bird character. But as things may have it, a situation as it is right now, I'm uh you know, a bit of a home alone right now. And so I figured, you know, after a busy day and finally having a space to myself, I figured, let's get into a night stream, and dive into this late madness, because as ever, whenever I do night streams, I want to do them a bit different than morning streams and keep it more, how to say it, on lines of how to say it, on the more on lines of grinding, so to speak, because in the nights it's like you typically stay late up and you do whatever, more specifically gaming and all that, since the night is young, and when it's nighttime, it's like everyone's always on the games, and so I figured, you know what, let's play our game, so to speak, which that game is drawing. So we got some plenty levels, so to speak, to finish, and those levels per se are the references that we have for tonight. And what is it? I lost my train of thought there. Oh, yes. And as ever, we're gonna keep things loose and authentic and learning, because I don't want to get too strict and what's the phrase, overthinking. Yes, I don't want to get in too much overthinking with doing these studies, especially when we're doing gesture here, and that being loose is kind of the objective for doing gesture, and so that is just my kind of mindset, so to speak, in my studies with gesture, and not being so I guess having like a roadmap, so to speak, or like have a concrete way of doing things. I think that's a better way of saying it. Because gesture, it's like such a a peaceful exercise that I don't do enough, and it's like because the lines don't have to be perfect, the figure itself, the overall like image of it don't have to be perfect. Like so long as we get the story told right, then that is really what is the point with these studies here. So with all that being said, yeah, just sit back, relax, and yeah, we're gonna have some fun time studying. So this is a good way to knock some rust off, because it has been a while since I've done this kind of study to begin with on gesture. And right now I'm just thinking of the video that I've been basing my studies of gesture on, that it was one by Michael Hampton, and it is loosely coming back to me. Ever so loosely. Absolutely really love this brush that I use for quite literally everything. How it kind of shines in the spotlight for things like these. Getting pretty loose in the sketching, and it's quite the meditative feel. So maybe for some little loose like these, for the rests here. I always get fidgety when it comes to drawing boobs. Oh my gosh, stupid thingy. Yeah, I do get a little fidgety every time when it comes to drawing the boobs, because, you know, obviously it's a focal point in the body, and, you know, one that everyone, likes to look at. But, me, I'm still getting used to it. Maybe it's because I'm more on the normalized side, so to speak. Um, with I would think of myself more like outdoors kind of person, as far as like you know, interactions are concerned. Um, I absolutely love Discord. I've had all kinds of fun there. Back when I first got into drawing. But lately I've not been on Discord. I have to find some servers that I can get involved with. I used to be very active on the Doki Doki Literature Club server. You know, had some friends that had some good times there, some fun ones. But then it's like eventually I wanted to pursue my own thing with my likes and approaches to drawing, so I pretty much eventually lost the fell off the wagon, so to speak, with Discord after that, so that I could hone in on my own studies with drawing. But as of late, I haven't, not sure I can think of like as far as like a community to jump in on, as far as like getting back into Discord. Although, to be honest, Discord is there's like all kinds of things with Discord. You know, the interface and the emojis and all that. It's still got, you know, a lot of learning to do as far as that is concerned. But you know, in due time, definitely will get back on that bandwagon. But as far as for now, we'll have to tackle that on later. See if we can do some like this. Do this a little bit for the sockets. The mapping, I mean. Because again, I could get more detailed with this, but I mean the whole point of gesture is just to get the overall concept down. And then if I wanted to just come back to this and refine it more. The great thing I love about gesture is that it's like very, like, there's no set in stone kind of approach to it, you know? So it's like the main thing I really love about it. That makes me so happy with it. Like, there's all kinds of things in drawing that takes a lot of mental focus for me, but when it comes to gesture, it's like, okay, so now I can really let loose and really be free, because this is one of those situations where I get to really do that. So, you know, I'm just taking advantage of that while I can, you know. Got to find whenever a possibility we can to just let loose and let go, so to speak. I think we can call this a wrap on this gesture here. Maybe just add in this little strap in and all that. Let's not get too hyper focused on that one. As ever, we're just gonna keep it honest. And we can just call that one El Fin. We can call it finished. Okay, I already got it. Okay, we can move on. Okay, so this pose looks pretty fun. Now, hopefully with the references that I have picked out, YouTube won't get mad at me and strike me down, so to speak. Since they may be somewhat revealing, but that helps with like not being so like getting lost in all the details and just mark out the details, so to speak, since majority of clothes, it's like it follows the uh, rough gesture of the body to begin with. So you know, it's like if we can get the gesture of the body itself down, then mapping out the gesture for the clothing is going to be less of a chaos to go at. And the less chaos, the better, right? I do say so. I think I made this chin a little bit too long. Let me see if I can turn this one. Turn it out. We go like that. And then I think we can get away with making the head a little bit bigger. Tiny bit, okay. Again, we don't have to be overly focused on detail, but I do just want to get in as much as I can. So the spine, or the neck right there. The upper part like that. And roughly the center line. Somewhat of the gesture for the arm there. Go for something like this. I think we are getting somewhere here. I think we're starting to cook. Go for something like this, maybe. Let's label that a bit of a gesture here for the arm here. A little bit of the net. We do got something going here, you guys. Wait. With this. Something like this. Going to be a bit of a I think some of the skin is bulging right there, so something like that. Again, it's getting a bit of a rough idea of what we got going here. Don't want to get too sketchy, so to speak, in the line work, but just, you know, putting something on the ground here so that if we wanted to, we could go off running, and I definitely see that we can run pretty good with what we got if we were to go for more polished feel. Feel like this is definitely something I can work with. Gotta find whatever opportunity we can to understand something, right? So we can take as many dubs as we can so that we are not boggling ourselves down here. I feel like that's like unheard of thing that I don't see a lot of in the social media of drawing. You know, because it's like I always hear people say things like, "Oh man, like I wish I was as good as you," or you know, "This is amazing. There's no way I could draw something like this." And I'm like, you know, uh, negative self-talk is a real thing, and seeing that is like, my friend, it's beyond possible, you know. I have mountains of learning, and uh well, I definitely don't think of myself as a beginner. I must say I'm still a learner. You know, like I don't think I could see myself. Well, okay. How should I say? How should I phrase this? Like I'm happy with no matter um progress I get, like as far as like a finished piece. Um because I know that I still have many things to learn, but at the same time it's like, you know, each drawing is just a stepping stone towards where I want to be with my art, and that, you know, it's important to be to reinforce yourself, basically. You know, like be nice to yourself. Like don't be so negative toward yourself, or I mean even worse, like against yourself, because you know, saying things like, "Oh man, I could never draw something as good as that," or you know, "I'm the complete trash," like that is not being fair to yourself, and it's you know, talking like that isn't constructive, you know. And I'd rather, you know, encourage everyone to go past the how to say it, like the belief of like self-doubt, because you know that is a very real thing. It's a very real issue that is pretty much you know, a concept of life, you know, even beyond drawing. And it's just one of those things where it's like it's so important to be proactive about, you know, because it's such a common trope. So it's important to be proactive on that one. Because one thing too I've noticed, it's like it's all about mindset as well. With how it is that you want to approach things, and think of yourself when it comes to drawing and improving, and it's like being nice to yourself and critiquing yourself, especially in a way that isn't sabotaging and being like, "Oh man, like I'm so angry at myself, like why can't I just get this right?" being like that, and then it's you know, good to turn around and be like, okay, so this doesn't look as good, and I feel like I could be better at this. So looking towards how to improve at that is a good thing to a good trait to have. But other than that, I think we can call this gesture done here. Pretty good, pretty good. So let me just see where we're at now. Okay, good. Already did that. Okay, nice. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so you know, being nice to yourself is something that's like something that I recommend so strongly to people. Like it's something that may appear something like pretty small, but it's actually quite powerful with how you approach yourself and learning to retrain your mind, so to speak, because I definitely don't want to drag this on, but when you phrase it from, okay, so this is trash and I want to like bang my head against the wall, to okay, so this could be better, so how can I get better at this? And then that is, you know, that's when you can discover a more positive direction towards improving and how you feel towards yourself with the drawing, you know. And it's one of those things that's like makes the approach to it a lot lighter, because like when I first started out in drawing, I tried getting into social media right off the bat, but then it was becoming more and more aware that, like, you know, people were being critical and like judgmental, especially, and I was like, man, what the heck is going on here? You know, so I basically, you know, stepped away from social media so that I could improve at my craft, and then later on just gradually get back in the game, so to speak. Because people can be very unforgiving with how your skill is at art, and so it's like, man, like it makes complete sense, and I definitely have zero regrets about not getting into social media for the longest time, because like people can be like say all kinds of mean things. So that's why it's like also got me to understand more like the importance of drawing, because you know, at this point I don't care about what anyone says as far as like if it looks bad and all that, because at this point like I already know how much time I put into drawing, you know, and why am I gonna care what some person on the internet is sharing their opinion on? You know, it's like you're free to have an opinion. I am free not to care about it. You know, it's like at the end of the day, it's like, you know, what do they know anyway? You know, like not even to be mean. But it's like I just keep going back to like why I started drawing in the first place, and you know what makes drawing fun. And so it's like, why am I gonna let anyone else take that away from me? You know, like it's not my fault if someone else is having like a bad day, or being envious towards me. And it's like, you know, I'm just gonna do me and do my own thing, and you know, whatever you do is up to you, but don't bring your atmosphere into my atmosphere, you know. Like at this point, like at that point, I'm just gonna ignore you. But anyway, aside from that little rant, honestly, I've just been talking and I haven't much been paying attention to what I've been doing, but I think I like it anyway. I think I like it anyway. I think we can make this a little bit slimmer. Maybe bring this out a little bit. But yeah, like there's just so much that I see problems that other people have, like other people that are facing problems that I'd rather let's see how to say it, like that I avoid on that daily basis, because you know, in this day and age, everyone has something to say. You know, social media has made everyone a judge, a critic, and very opinionated. And you know, that isn't to say that like having an opinion is wrong by any means, because I mean, by all means, you know, everyone should be able to think for themselves. I'm all for that. You know, self-development is a very beautiful thing. But, you know, at the same time, it's so important to let's not have it get to our heads, you know? so I think these pants are coming out pretty good. See that, like, through it, there's a bit of an underwear situation we got going here, so again, I'm gonna loosely get it down. Go for something like this, maybe. Again, I'm not going to get too fixated on making it look pitch perfect. Just do my best with it. Go something like that. Then let's just loosely get this hair, or the shirt, I mean, down. Roughly lay out the breasts here, the bub. It's funny how it's like an automated thing for me to say breasts and not boobs. I'm a pretty untraditional character, but I do have my own way of talking and doing things, so yeah, it works out all the same. Frankly, I'm just really happy that self-discovery is such a common concept for me that is an ongoing topic. Because, like, you know, like, I graduated high school, like, let's see, we're 2025, so like, let's see, 6 years ago, because I was 19, so, yeah, let's see, 19. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Wait, I didn't count 19. Okay, yes. So it is 6 years. It's been 6 years since I graduated. And where was I going with that again? I forgot. Oh yes, so you know, when I graduated, this is definitely a long time ago, and my thinking then versus my thinking now has been such a dramatic change, and I am ever so grateful to this path that I have chosen, and it's one that has been quite a journey, but definitely learning all kinds of things, and been having all kinds of laughs and all kinds of joy, and I've had all of that, and I don't need to have a huge following and all that for me to be happy and be fulfilled, so to speak. Not to be all cheesy, but it goes to show that fulfillment doesn't come from the numbers, but true fulfillment comes from within. And yeah, because it's like putting the likenesses and the numbers, it's always great whenever I see something pop up, so to speak. My Fern fan art that I did of a cosplayer got like 400 likes, I think it was, and it was just like, oh yay, like, hooray. It was very nice to see that. It's like it is nice to see that, of course. It's not like my be all end all, so to speak. Because then it's like when I put my when I put my fulfillment into that, then it's like it becomes superficial. Because then what happens when things don't hit? And it's like, now I feel like crap, and it's why I don't get so super invested or put too much let's see, focus, I think it is the better word, in that how it turns out and how it can look. I would then it's like that becomes superficial. But anyway, I think we can call this one done. Gesture one here. El fin on that one. We're just gonna plow through these, you guys. Does that be what we do? We get to cooking. Just gonna plow right through these. If we can get something down for the neck here, roughly. This be something like this. Then the overall center, this something like that. And the pelvis right here. Maybe something like this for the torso. Go for something like this. I think something like that can work. We'll go like this. Okay, go for this. Go for something real quick. Just loosely. Maybe we can go for some like... Oh, it cuts off in there. That's okay. That is a-okay in my book. A-okay. Right. Go for something like this. We would be nice there. Go like this. Eyebrows roughly. It's for the nose. It's for the eyes. Something like this. This. Roughly. And the perspective here, it looks a little off. Maybe have this be like... Honestly, my feeling pretty sleepy. You know, another thing why I don't do night streams as my main go-to is because I fall asleep pretty quickly, pretty easily. I can feeling it already, so but I'll do as much as I can before it, you know, gets too late, because I do want to go to bed pretty early. It's because gonna be having a busy day tomorrow, so gonna be doing all kinds of drawing, and do want to kick it up a notch, so to speak, with drawing tomorrow. And part of doing that is making sure we get our beauty sleep. Because sleep is very important to me. I'm quite the cranky person when I don't get, or I say it. I get quite cranky when I don't get good sleep. I'm a cranky little baby. But you know, it's something that I love. Love to sleep. I think go for some like I think we can get away with something like that. We just maybe do that a little bit for the underwear there. But other than that, we can call this Elfian. What I'll end up doing is just you know, doing what I can before I knock out, and then in the morning I'll just knock out what's left, because I do make a conscious effort to do gesture studies in the morning, because gesture is one of those things where it's like always great for a constant study, since you know it's quite literally everywhere in drawing, and so it's one of those things that is it's inevitable. You can't go through drawing without facing it. It's something that is always worth studying over and practicing, because it's I'm definitely feeling the changes that it makes that with doing my best to keep at it, and it's made loads of difference. We can go for something like this. Maybe something like this for the bubs. Oh, okay, wait. No, I had the right idea. It kind of influences the shirt a little bit here because it's gonna be covered a bit by it. Maybe we can go for something like that. Then some like this. Maybe. Let's see. I think we're getting something. We are definitely getting something. That we are, my friends. That we are. Go for something like this, maybe. Then get that hairline going. Something along the lines like this. As ever, just let's keep it loose, keep it free, keep it honest, and then yeah, we can definitely work with this. Now, a lot is going on through the hair, and hair itself alone is already something that is a study of mine, with me being so easily visually distracted. So it's like hair, there's so much going on, and it's like, definitely makes it to where I'm gonna have to draw it constantly and constantly so that I can get a better feel for what it is, for what's going on, you know. Uh, but it is, with each drawing we get done, it becomes more and more digestible and workable. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's see if we can work something out here. Just loosely. I see that is a little bit off here. Go for that a little bit. Yes. Okay. And then Maybe a little bit like this. I think I've got one more in me, and then I'll wrap things up. Got one more in me. Ooh, I really love when I get to use the brush like a stroke like that, the dark stroke. Very nice to see. Good flow, good stuff. Very good stuff. Okay, we can call that one Elfin. And then we can move on to our last one for the night. Now, if you haven't been able to tell already, most of the references here are like in the bikini suits and all that. And you know, it's definitely my kind of tea, so to speak, like with the approach to drawing and all that, because you know, the less clothes the better in a way when it comes to drawing, because clothes, there's so much information with them, you know, in the fabric and the shading. But if we're talking just skin, then it's becomes more understandable in how to shade it and how to approach it, you know? Because, I mean, I can draw ladies in bikinis all day, and I won't lose my mind. But if we're talking like full on, you know, clothing where there's even a slight difficulty, then you know, it's gonna take energy to not go insane. But at least that's how it was like back then when I was first starting out and I was going all nuts with clothing. Like now at this point it's like, you know, obviously nobody is naked in today's society, so it's like one of those things where just gotta get better at it. But anyway, so let's see what we can come up with this time. So fortunately, this pose right here is pretty digestible in our approach with it. But we're just gonna have fun with it. We're gonna see what we can come up with. Maybe we can go for something like this then. I may be a little crazy, maybe. See if we can use that line for anything. Another thing I love about gesture is that it opens the room for experimenting, since there's all kinds of poses and not just one approach to said pose. So it definitely helps to be adaptable. So I think the pelvis tilts back a little bit, so or tilt forward. I'm not quite sure how to which one it is. It's pointing at us. Maybe we can go for something like this. Roughly. Or no. Let's go for this. Something like this. Go for some like this. See about this. We can get it roughly down. With the hair, I mean. But aside from this one, though, we are nearing the end here, and we'll be bringing things to a close here shortly. But I do appreciate those who stop by for a bit and silently watch too, of course. I mean, our door is open to anyone and everyone. Sit back, relax, enjoying the beats, or getting in on some conversation. I'm all for that. Whatever everyone's comfortable with, I am good with. And yeah, we just have fun. We have some goof, have some fun times, and do some learning and do some growing. And yeah, the rest has been pretty straightforward. Been good fun. So yeah, good times, good drawing as always, and yeah, as ever, I'll be seeing you guys around, and yeah, just gonna see what goes on in tomorrow. I'm gonna have all kinds of time to draw, so I'm gonna be a bit of a drawaholic tomorrow, so I'm already looking forward to it. And part of looking forward to that is going to sleep at a decent hour. So yeah, I'm gonna call this El Fin. And then of course I definitely didn't get to all of them. Oh, is that like 1, 2, 3? Yeah, we only had like 3 more left. So yeah, wow, we got through some plenty. Pretty good. I did more than I thought I would, to be honest. But yeah, that's gonna bring us to a close. As ever, I had fun doing these sketches, doing these studies of gesture. I always love challenging myself and growing in things that I'm still working on. Again, there's always room to, get at self-sabotage. I mean, that isn't like being mean to myself, with like, oh man, like these gesture drawings, it's like, it's easy to find fault in it, obviously, like, but the thing is that, like, I didn't go into these sketches thinking like, okay, so let's make this pitch perfect and absolutely no room for error. But no, that has not been the objective for these sketches. The objective has been to practice, to study, and to learn. And I've definitely always loved doing these kind of sketches, so that it's serves as a good reminder for me to let loose every once in a while, every now and then when I can, so that drawing doesn't become like a negative frame for me. So yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna call it, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Seeing you guys later, and have a good night, a good day, or whatever time it may be for you. And Yeah. Goodbye, friend.